Welcome to Let's Talk About It. A podcast gives a platform for real talk, real people, real topics, real conversations. Please subscribe, like, comment, enjoy this journey, and enjoy this ride. Welcome to this week's episode. Welcome everybody to Let's Talk About It. A podcast gives a platform for real talk, real people, real topics, real conversations. For people watching me on YouTube today, thank you so much for subscribing. Please like, share, comment, hit that notification button, ladies and gentlemen, because when this comes out, all episodes comes out, the notification will come up. Everybody will know. Oh, sorry. For people who are watching, who listen to us on Apple, Spotify, iHeart Radio, like, share, comment, keep on listening to this great podcast. And ladies and gentlemen, I have a good guest on today. Her name is Dawn. She's on my Instagram. I've been following her for a little bit. She is a woman. She is 53 years old, like myself. She builds muscle for women, and we gonna have a discussion about building muscle for women, and also her journey. I want to get her journey about, because everybody has a different journey about why in the gym and why they build muscle. But before I bring her on, I just want to let everybody know there's over 400,000 women that has been studied that is 1 in 5 women who regularly weightlift train has a reduced risk of premature death by 24% compared to 18% of men. So women gonna live definitely out longer than me. So we gonna get Dawn's story. Dawn, how are you doing this Sunday?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing good. Listen, I follow you on Instagram, right? You know, you're a woman out there who works very, very hard, right? So I wanted to get your story about, like, when did you start the idea about, like, okay, I want to build muscle. I don't want to get into this whole, I guess, quote unquote diet stuff like everybody else want to do. And like, why'd you do it? And why'd you start your journey of building muscle?
Well, first of all, my journey started because, well, for one reason, I was in bad health. And I was told, I was headed down that heart disease and all that if I didn't do something about my weight. So I decided to try to lose some weight. But what I didn't know at the time when I started, I didn't know nothing about building muscle. So I did lose some weight for my journey, but then it got to where it wasn't enough for me. And I'm like, there's got to be something better than this, just trying to diet. I can't do this. This just ain't right. It wasn't for me. I felt like I was just going to go back on the same roller coaster. And so I decided somebody at work tried to get me to exercise. He says, you need to go lift weights. And I'm like, no, because I work third shift, I worked third, and it was so hard, and blah, 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 make excuses. And he kept talking to me, and I'm like, okay, I'll go try it. But I knew nothing about it. Nothing. So I did learn on YouTube and stuff, and I decided, I started doing it. I went, started it. I started liking it. I started liking it a lot. And actually it helped me a lot, and I started recognizing it. And I'm like, wow, this is pretty cool.
Okay.
And but like I said, I didn't know anything, and actually I did learn on YouTube. I learned on YouTube and everything, but through my journey, it's helped me out so much, and I've learned a lot. And I'm still learning. So, but my health is why I started. And then I just wanted to build muscle.
I love that right there. Dawn, let me ask you a question, right? Before you started, right? How did you feel about yourself before you started? Like mentally?
Before I started, I mean, I kept thinking to myself, I'm tired of being overweight, but I didn't want to go on these diets and stuff like that. It was just really hard because I would try to, like a lot of women do, hardly eat anything, and I'd eat the wrong things to try to lose weight. I mean, I did lose it, but I hardly got to eat and I didn't like it. So it was just my health and stuff,
Okay, so before you went into the weight room, right? The mirror can be someone's best friend and worst enemy. Just like the scale. The scale can be your best friend or your worst enemy. That's why I don't have that shit in my damn house, the scale. But bef-
Understandable.
before yeah, exactly. Before you started, when you looked in the mirror, did you see it as the villain or hero?
The villain is, I felt fat. I felt big and fat. I was embarrassed about myself.
Mm,
I didn't like myself. So I was trying to change that. So.
Got that one. I can tell you years ago, right, when I started for the wrong reasons. I started because I was dating a lot and the women I was meeting, they liked the big guy. I am never will be the big guy. I would be like, the lean muscle guy.
Right.
And I was like, man, I gotta get into the gym. I gotta lift 1,000 weights. I'm up here killing myself. I'm up here killing myself in the gym. I gotta lift 1,000 weights. I gotta do all this, and then someone actually told me like, yo, you gotta do this for yourself. You gotta do this for longevity. You gotta do this for health. So, walk me through when you decided to go through the gym. How was that your first experience after you looked at YouTube? Your first experience going into the gym. How were you felt after you looked in the mirror as a villain?
Hmm. It was just me. It was just a challenge, and the way I looked at myself, I was saying to myself, it's going to get better. It's going to get better. It's going to take time. It will take time, but I will look better as long as I stick with this and I keep going. You know what I'm saying? It's not all I can really explain it. Is how I can explain it is just that I just kept going, even though I didn't like myself at first, but then I almost did it every day almost, because I just started falling in love with it. And then it really started. I started losing weight. I started gaining muscle. I started liking myself, and I started looking in the mirror, liking myself instead of being the villain.
Awesome.
You know what I'm saying?
I love that. I do love that. So let me ask you a question. Did you before you started? Now you don't have to answer this if you don't want to. But before you started, did you have any body image um issues?
Meaning, like, um,
Like when you looked in like ugh, because when I look in the mirror before I started, when I looked in the mirror, I was like ugh, like damn, like I look nasty.
there was parts of me that, yes, like my stomach, of course, most of all women, it's my stomach. And actually, um, I didn't realize how bad my butt was. So look at my behind, and I'm like, and I didn't really notice it till after I gained the muscle. And I'm like, look at the before and after picture, and I'm like, oh, I was just like shocked. And I'm like, I cannot believe that. What a difference. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. I mean, that's all I can explain that. Yeah. But I started liking myself a lot more.
I loved it. I love that. I do love that. I want to tell the the audience out here. I want to tell the audience there's 14 benefits of strength and training, especially for women. Number one, it makes you stronger. I
Mm-hmm.
assume it does make you stronger.
Yeah.
Number two, it burns calories efficiently.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
It it decreases abdominal fat.
I haven't heard that one, but I'm sure it does. Because it's helped me so much. I mean, it does wonders. Weight training has just, I can't even explain it to you or anybody how great it has been for me. It's been totally awesome. And I can eat.
That's awesome.
I can eat. I don't have to
All
starve
right.
myself.
Number four can help appear. It can help you appear leaner.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
Number five, I know helps me a lot. Decreases your risk of falling because I'm the worst at that shit.
Yes. Yes, it does. I've even got my mom in the gym.
Really?
Yes.
All right, all right. Number six, it lowers your risk of injury.
Yes. You got to be careful, though, you know. Be careful what you're doing, but yes. Anybody can get
Yeah,
injured on anything, but yes, I think it does help a
facts,
lot.
facts. Number seven, improves heart health.
Yes. Yes, most definitely.
Number eight, helps manage your blood sugar levels, which I did not know that, and I'm
Wow.
kind of happy with that because I have high blood pressure.
Yes.
That is crazy. I actually like that. Number nine, promotes great mobility and flexibility.
Yes, it does.
How's it do that for you?
How to do what? For all that?
Yeah, so far.
It's done wonders for me. I'm telling you, all of it. It has helped my lab. My labs used to be terrible. My blood work and everything. And now they are great. They are absolutely normal and great. And I'm like so tickled of that. Because I've always had sort of bad labs, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
awesome.
It's just helped me out
Trust
so
me.
much. Yeah.
I
I was
think
tickled.
as I think as I got older that the way. Yeah, I've had bad labs too. I've had definitely bad
Yeah.
labs.
Yeah. I was very tickled.
All right. How about this one? How about this one? Improves mental health.
Yes, I think so. Yes, most definitely.
Makes your bones stronger.
Yes. Yes, most definitely.
I like this one. It says it boosts your mood because I can tell you right now, the gym has saved me from many bad moods.
Yes. I'm gonna tell you. I'm telling you, and you could ask my mom. If I don't get to go to the gym, I get very upset. But when I get to go to the gym, it helps me to like relax. You know what I'm saying? Or I get mad or something. I'm like,
Yeah.
I got to go to the gym. I got to lift some heavy weights. So, and it actually really helps me, and it takes some of the stress away from you a little bit, you know? I know it's some of the stuff's still going to be there, but it helps me to relax a little bit, try to calm myself down when I go to the gym. I lift some weights. I mean, I know a lot of people don't have access to go to the gym, but if you got weights at home or whatever, do your exercises, do that. You know what I'm saying? Anything. because it helps. For me, it's my therapy. It's my stress therapy.
Okay. All right. The last two is improves brain health and promotes a better quality of life.
Yeah. I would say absolutely. Yes. Absolutely.
Dawn, I can tell you for me, these are the benefits of strength training for women. The list for men is unreal.
Really.
Really? Yeah. All the facts and figures right that I found out, it's more beneficial to women than men for some reason. And I'm gonna ask you a question. They say that more women from the ages of 50 to 78 are more active in the gym building muscle than men by 68%. Why do you think that?
I think, I don't know, really. I guess because a lot of women, they want to be strong and stuff, and they want to look good, be strong, and be more active. I guess because they want to grow older gracefully and not have to walk with a cane. My guess, I mean, that's what I would say.
Hey, I totally get it. You and I are the same age, and I can tell you, I know so many women now who work out, building muscle, looking good, feeling great, and I know so many men who do not want to do it. I still can't figure it out
Yeah.
why. But my question is for you is this: when you walk into the gym, matter of fact, how many years have you been going to the gym? First of all,
I started going to the gym, I think it was at the end of 2018. I think I was like 48 in November 2018 is when I started going. And I think it took me a good 2 or 3 years to really, truly kind of learn really what I was doing and how everything works.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I also had help.
Okay.
I had a friend that I went to school with.
Okay.
He was actually a bodybuilder, and I decided I wanted to bodybuild a little bit later, and he helped me actually. He's done shows and stuff before, and he actually told me what to do, what not to do. And he actually really helped me a lot.
Okay.
Helped me learn a lot of things too.
Awesome.
Yes.
That is fantastic. So when you first started, right, after how long did you start seeing results?
Actually, we had a downfall, when COVID hit and everything, gyms closed and all that stuff. But actually, it didn't take me long. It took me like 7, 8 weeks. I lost 25 pounds. I gained a lot of muscle because I've never done it before. It was like I was a newbie. And usually when you're a newbie, you do gain a lot of muscle right then at first. If you got to keep at it though. You got to keep at it like at least, I'm going to say 5, 6 days a week, but at least 5 days a week. And you got to go hard on it. You got to get it. Got to get at it. Not be wimpy. You're going to be wimpy, you can do some good stuff, but you got to lift some weights. And I know a lot of women are scared to lift weights. And I just don't understand why. They don't want to get bulky and stuff. Okay. You can tell I have muscle, okay? A lot of muscle.
Yeah.
And because I train and eat and try to build that, I train to get that way. There's a lot of women that can gain muscle and stuff, they don't have to do like training and stuff like I do. They can still lift heavy and not look bulky. You know what I'm saying?
Got it. I got it. Dawn, let me ask you something, right? Since you mentioned COVID, when COVID came out, how did you deal with that with not going to the gym? Did you have equipment at home?
That was really hard. It was kind of depressing. I had a little bit at home. I didn't have a lot. And actually, on my job, what I did, I can go back in the back when nobody can see me, and I would do like stuff that I'd have boxes, lift boxes just on my break time, it's on my break, and I would do like split squats, put my foot up on something, do split squats, and I'd put something down on the floor where I can do other things, you know what I'm saying? And boxes of copy paper. I would do farmer's walk and stuff like that. I would do the best I could. When COVID hit and stuff, I done the best that I could. And I done stuff like that here at home too. And I'd go walk, do some cardio. I'd walk up and down steps. I'd walk here, outside, and just try to do shrugs with some heavy stuff, and just do the best I could. I didn't like it. I wanted to be in the gym, but I did what I could. I got through. Yeah, you gotta think.
So, yeah. So after COVID, when you got back into the gym to where you are right now, right? How was that experience for you right after COVID? Like to get back into it? What did that kind of stop and start stuff?
Oh man, I was excited. I was so excited. I think I went to the gym and but I tried not to do too awful much. But even if I didn't do too much, because I've been out of the machines and stuff, and I was so sore. But I think I went about every day. I might have took one day off, but I think I went like every day for 2 or 3 months, just not taking a break. I was so excited to have the gym back. I just loved it. Loved it. It was like, and no, if anybody told me I couldn't go, no, you better look out. I loved it. I was so excited.
When you lift weights in the gym, like what do you do? You doing more free weights, Smith machines, deadlifts? What are you doing, and what's your max?
My max on what?
On weights that you are now.
Well, I like to do a little bit of both. I do some machines, but most of it, a lot of times I like to do just for the weights. I can do, I love doing my deadlifts, and actually, I hit my PR on my deadlifts, maybe 2 months ago. I hit 315 on my deadlifts.
Whoa.
So, yeah.
Woo.
I have a video out on it. I've done it twice so far.
Wow.
Yeah. And
wow.
It's just hard sometimes to get back up to that if you don't do it. But yeah. And I actually have done before, and I haven't done it again. I've only done it one time, and that was at the beginning of last year or February. I have actually done 285 on my squats.
Let's get into your diet and nutrition. I know that's very, very important right there. I assume do you eat a lot of protein? You say you eat a lot.
I do try my best to eat a lot, yes. But there are times where I don't, there's times where I don't get enough protein because of my schedule, the day, and stuff that goes on. But I honestly do try to make sure I get enough protein.
Okay. So what are you eating and what are you doing? Are you taking supplements as well? Are you doing shakes? Are you just eating chicken, beef, fish, or whatever it is? How do you do it? Because a lot of people do it differently.
Well, I eat a lot of chicken. I eat turkey. A lot of times it'd be turkey burgers.
Ugh,
But I have
ugh,
it.
ugh,
Yeah.
ugh,
But listen now,
ugh, ugh.
it's with onions and stuff. Now, actually, I am a very lucky person because my
Okay.
mother, since I live here because of my divorce years ago. So my mother, and she tries to
Mm,
watch her weight too, and she doesn't work, but
okay.
uh, she actually cooks all my meat and stuff and cooks for me. So
Oh,
actually, yeah,
lucky.
I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky. She preps stuff for me and she preps stuff for herself. So yeah, it works out really well. But she does a really good job and she cooks my stuff and um, chicken, turkey. I do rice. I do a lot broccoli. I do asparagus every now and then. It just depends on what I feel like I want to eat. And she actually does a chicken and broccoli
Okay.
casserole thing with some green beans. I like green
Mm.
beans with mine. And she preps that for me and stuff
Oh,
and
green
for
beans.
herself.
Ew.
Oh, I love green beans. Green beans are
Ew.
great. Yes.
Uh,
Um,
Don't let me
that's
ask you a
basically
question.
it. Every now and then I do steak. Every now and then I do steak too. And sweet potatoes.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. Before we wind things down, heavy resistance training, progressive overload. Do you do either one of those or you do both?
Yeah, I do both. There's days that I want to
Okay.
just lift heavy and just get maybe what I can out of it, as heavy as I can. And then there's days where I do a medium moderate weight and just do reps. Just do reps. So it just depends on how I feel that day, really.
Okay. I'm going to ask you a question that is actually kind of a funny question, right? You're a very fit, muscular woman. Look fantastic.
Thank you.
How much do you intimidate men in the gym?
I don't know really, but I think I do intimidate some of them. I do. Because some of
Just
them
the
is
weak
like,
ones?
yeah, yeah. I've gotten a lot of compliments and stuff on how my lifting and everything. So, but I think I do intimidate some of them. Yes.
So after 6 years of weight training, strength, body conditioning, building muscle for women, you're 53 years old now. You would start with 48. How do you feel now, mentally and physically?
I feel great. I feel wonderful about myself. The only one thing that I would like to see better, and
What?
actually I can see it if I would go on another what my coach performed with me. He gave me a diet plan to help me lose a lot of weight, uh, to still keep
Mm,
my muscle and stuff. And if I go back on that plan, it's just been hard to go back on it. My stomach. Okay, I would love one day to see my
okay.
abs. I'm not too far from it, but I still don't see abs. And my stomach, that's the only thing that I have a little bit of problem about. It's the only thing that I kind of, and I shouldn't worry about it, really. I shouldn't, but I do. But that's it. Other than that,
No,
I feel
no.
great about myself. I love how I look. I do. Well, some people though say,
You look fantastic.
yeah. I think some women might think I have a little too much muscle, but I think I look great. And I'm not going to stop.
Don't worry about those women. Don't worry about those women. Don't even worry about it. You look fantastic.
Thank you.
Now,
Thank you.
before we wind this down, but before we wind this down, I want to ask you: can you give a final opinion to women out there? Let's say there's a woman who's watching this for the first time. She's scared to go into the gym. She's not really sure. She feels like the best way to do is diet and not build muscle because she don't want to look big and muscular and whatever. What's the best advice you can give to a woman just starting off? Let's say she was 48 as well. What's the best advice you can give?
The best advice I can give is you got to start somewhere. And if you don't start it when you want to start it now, then you're not going to be able to do it. Go to the gym. Do workouts at home. Whatever you want, just do it. Do something.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the gym. Don't worry about nobody but yourself. Because one day, if you keep at it, you are going to be ecstatic and happy about yourself and glad you did it. Just keep at it. You just got to keep working at it. I started from the beginning, and my one coach had told me, go in there and do it for yourself. And if you don't, then you only have yourself to blame for it, that you don't. So
I love that. I love that. I actually love that. Dawn, before we wrap things up, I'm going to play my little 5-question game with you. Are you ready to play with me?
I'll do my best.
All right. Question number 1 is, what moment in your life would you want to experience one more time?
Oh, oh goodness, I don't know. I really don't know. Okay.
One moment.
I would like to see my daddy. I wish I could see my daddy again.
Okay. I love that. That's great. That is one. That's great. I love that. I love
I
that.
miss him
I do.
terribly.
I love. Question. I bet you do. I know you do. Question number 2. Would you rather have 20 hobbies or one single passion?
One single passion.
Okay. I like that one. Question number 3. What's a hidden talent no one knows about you?
That I have a lot of talents, actually. I do. I really do. But one they don't know about me is that I am a very good photographer. I do photography. Well, I used to. I had to quit it for a
Ooh.
while because of my eyes got bad, and I haven't.
Okay.
And I got into bodybuilding, and I just haven't gotten back into it. But I do very well photography, and if you look on my Instagram page, go way down past
Okay.
all my bodybuilding videos, you'll see a lot of my
Okay.
photography work.
I love it. I do. I love that one. All right. Question number 4. What was your favorite moment as a kid?
Favorite moment. A favorite moment as a kid. Being able to just go out and play, do what I wanted to do, not worry about a thing.
There you go. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is the last question for you, Dawn. What is the one thing people misunderstand about you? What's one thing people misunderstood about you?
I think a lot of people think that I am a very, well, okay, I am a little bit, but I think a lot of people think that I'm a little strict. I mean, like, hard to get to know. But actually, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm
Okay.
a very good person, and a lot of people just have a different version of me. I guess because I don't smile all the time, but if they got to
Yeah.
know me, I'm a very good person, and I'd help them with anything. I'd give them shirt off my back if I had to. You know, I would help out tremendously. I think they think that I am not a good person sometimes. So they misunderstand me about that.
Okay.
And I'm a very good person to a lot of people.
You seem like a great person to me, and I love that. You know what? I have a question for you. Will you ever compete in a bodybuilding competition?
Well, that was my plan for this year. But,
Okay.
of course, as things don't never really go my way, I don't think I'll be able to do it this year because my car went kaploop. I had to get another car. Now I got car payments. So,
Ugh.
yeah,
Ugh.
we'll see how it goes. You never
Ugh.
know. We'll just see how it goes. I wanted to do it this year, but I may have to continue it. But I really, really, really do want to do one. That's my goal, is to do it. And I was going to do it this year. But thanks to my car, oh well, that's life, I guess.
I get it.
If I
I get
had
it. Trust me. I do get it.
if I had a sponsor or something like that, that would be great. But I don't think that's ever going to work for me. I don't, but I honestly think I could win and I can do good. So
There you go. You're a badass girl. Listen, I see your Instagrams, man. You're a badass. I tell you that now.
I try to be. I try.
You, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, go on this lady's Instagram. What she posts is very, very impressive. What she looks great. I'm very impressed by her, and then that's the reason why I want her on the show.
Thank you.
And for people watching on YouTube, please like, subscribe, comment. People listening us on Apple and Spotify and iHeart Radio, you go love this young lady. Dawn, I appreciate you so much for coming on with me today. I know you got something to do. I know we couldn't do it longer, but
Yeah.
I do appreciate you coming on with me today.
Oh yeah. I'm very happy to be here, to be on the show. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this and listening to this on Apple and Spotify and iHeartRadio. We will see you next week on Let's Talk About It. Everybody have a good weekend, good week. We'll see you later. Peace. Thank you for watching the show. Please like, subscribe, comment. Stay tuned next week for another exciting episode on Let's Talk About It.